Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm coming live from our home in East Africa, Kenya, and just want to welcome you all to the channel. It's around 11 in the morning, and the sun is a little bit hot, and because I think it has been this way for the longest time, so it's very hot. And here at home we are because of that we are trying to prepare ourselves for the rains. So we are constructing our tank area. This is usually a place where it's like a table around one. I don't know how it's called, but we are constructing it today. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. For my returning subscribers, I'm grateful for the support. So our mason is actually came in the morning, did a little part, and went out for a little bit because someone needed him urgently. So it's just taken a little bit of a break, but he's coming back. He's the mason who was doing our windows, because we installed our windows a couple of, I think almost a week now. So he did a very good work for the windows, because he did all, and also our last window. For those who know the history, thank you for following up. So this is our last window we did. It's perfect, and the mason did a little bit of repairs in the front door, because this lower part was kinda not level. So he came while he was doing this window, this front one, because this one was the last window we did last, because it had an issue, but the issue was solved. So that day he came, did a little bit of the reinforcements that were needed, and yeah, he also did the door frames for us, all of the door frames. And after that we just cleared the whole house. See how it's very clean. This is our dining hall space, very spacious. So we cleaned the whole house, and today we are making our tank, because I think that's the what's really necessary now, because when it starts raining we are supposed to be ready. So we are trying to construct the tank. We have the tank just on the other side of the house, so we are constructing the place that we are going to put it, because the house is a little bit raised. So we are kinda, let me just show you. So because the house is raised, the tank also must be raised a little bit, so when you open the tap you can easily put something below, so for water to get in. So you see how it's so raised. For example, this part, it's so raised. For water to be in the tank, the tank also must be raised to a certain height. Then after that we're gonna place some gutter over here. We call them gutter, just to collect water, because in my previous video some of you guys told us in your place you guys use tank, but I was curious to ask why can't you guys just drill a borehole? You know, if you find water table beneath your land, I think you're in the perfect position, because you'll never run out of water. So if you drill a borehole, then pump it up to the tanks, I think it's more secure than relying on rainwater, which we are currently doing, because our borehole isn't deep enough. I think it hasn't reached the water table yet. So we are supposed to drill it down deep, so that we can have a reliable source of water, unless we dig an underground water tank, then harvest rainwater, because the house is I think it's wide enough to collect as much as possible during the rainy season or rainy period. Yeah, so this is our tank over here, and we've been using it, and because we are going to transfer it to this house, because we can harvest as much as we need. I think it's gonna be helpful. I know we are gonna have to install more tanks for future use, because if now we are using water in the house, especially the the flowing water, usually people use it in a lot, in plenty, because if the showers are running, the sinks are running, and the septic tank is filling up, because also when you are the sink, how do you say it, when the water in the toilets are also running, you get to use a lot of water. So I know in the nearby coming weeks or future, you're supposed to install as many tanks as possible, and even the underground if needed. So finally we are done making the table. I'm calling it a table in quotes. So let me show you how it looks. This is the tank that we have to place. So this is how it looks. It's a very light job. The mason came, so we were helping him for 3 hours to 4 hours. We did this type of work because he initially left, then came back later. So this is the part. So we are planning for the tank to be at the back of the house, because this is the kitchen. So as you cook in the kitchen, you can easily tap water from there. So that's our first tank to be installed, just like our first solar light. So we installed it for, I think, a couple of weeks ago. It has been working so well. So I know once our table, I don't know how it's called, maybe you guys can tell me on the section, but once it rained, because the tank is it's already clean, it's windy over here at home, and most people are actually waiting for the rains, because how the word is, it should be raining now at this time. So probably we'll just wait, though the temperatures are high. So once our table, I don't know how to call it, guys, once it has dried, because we have to cure it, it's so hot, we have to cure it maybe in the evening. But once it dries, we'll put on the gutters, so that we can harvest water from the rooftop, because the roof is so nice, and apart from being nice, we can harvest as much as we can. So I think it's high time we place the gutters. I don't know how we are gonna place them, but currently we have 2 that should be placed, so that we can have water in the tank. So apart from that, because I was at the home, while we were working, we were hearing some noise, and we are kinda I think we're used to that with the noise, because for the longest time, I think from last year, the guys were building the road. They were tarmacking it. So I've been telling you the update of the road, because I think I'm excited about the road. Once you have a very tarmac road cutting across your home, you have to be happy. So today I think they are putting on some oil. It's so smelly, so I think it's oil. And I know once they do that, they'll put on the tarmac in today's on a Monday, because I'm coming live from East Africa, Kenya. Maybe by the end of the week, because the road is not that a long stretch, the section that they were making. So I know once by the end of the week, we'll be having a road. So I'm here because the last time I came over here, I came to pick up planting bags, because this is There's a nursery of trees over here. Let me just head. You see, like these ones? Yes. So there's a guy just down below. They sell trees, they sell flowers, and I've come to check for the order, because the first time I came he told me they have to order it from Nairobi, and I never asked him how long it takes, but I've just come to confirm if the orders have arrived. So there are different sizes of planting bags. You might as well call them planting pots. Yes, something like that. So, and I'm seeing some of them are even using bags of cement, mainly to plant flowers, but for the trees they use planting bags. Yeah. So I'll show you in a bit the size that I ordered. So I ordered this one, this size I mean, and he calls them 6'9". Yes. So he has so many trees, so many flowers just next to the road. Kuna mtu tuliongea naye hapa pia ameenda tena. Yeah. So there's also this size. This size is a little bit big. Yes. Maybe this big. So if you look at this one is so big. So I want my trees to be like this. Let me just come. See how these trees are? They look so nice. Yeah. So I want my trees to grow to this height before I plant them, because if I plant them when they are still young, they will not thrive, because you know they are rare to find on this our side. So I'm actually trying if they can grow. That's why I'm taking a lot of precautions. But the trees over here are so many. See how they are planting because of the sun. Let me stand on this other side. Yeah. You see how they've planted these ones. So these ones are also trees. These one I think are trees. Yes, and they have some pots over here. Yeah. So I came prior and I found the guy. So I told him I'm just coming back. I went to pick something for like 5 minutes. I come and he's not around. But my search for the bag still continue. I'll come back again because you see how these people are keeping these trees. Some very nice trees. So the bags that I want are these ones exactly. See how these ones are, and he called them 6'9", size 6'9". Yeah. Initially I came, I wanted this bigger one. This one is big compared to this, but he told me even this size can do, because once the trees reach this size, the ones that are planted, I can now transplant them and let them grow, remove them from the planting bags. Yeah, see they've also made some manure over there, compost soil I mean. So these ones are the ones they use. Yeah. So I don't know whether I should wait or come back again for the third time. I even don't know this type of trees, but with time I'll be buying some over here. These ones are palm trees. Yeah. So they have some really nice green palm trees, and it's so hot, so dry over here. So I think because it's just next to the road, I'll come back. Then abiro kao nini planting bags.
Oh,
Koro nada mi daf moro. Koro kieni atim na.
planting poka order kata samena na uwe for them.
So I think I'm gonna come tomorrow. So tomorrow morning around 11, I think I'll get hold of them. I've been trying to look for them for the longest time, and actually he has told me he has just ordered them now. So tomorrow we'll get in touch. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna head back home. That was the main thing that brought me. This is our hometown, just a few I think like the distance I think is 1.5 kilometers from home, or 2 kilometers from home. So I usually pass here and see them having very nice trees. That guy has a very nice bike. Very nice bike. Yeah. So look how they have very nice trees. So I think I'm gonna head back home. I'll pick a ride, then I'll head back. So I'm already back, and it's almost evening. Let me check if our work was is drying up, because I still don't know the name. So our tank is just still here empty. Yeah, so clean. So we poured a little bit of Nero. So this is just Nero. After concrete, you pour Nero and leave it. Some people use this on their floors and just leave it this way. And you can also color it how you like it. Most people color it maroon maroon for the floor, and just leave it that way instead of tile. It makes the floor very soft. So usually if you do it like this, it long lasts. It stays for very long time before getting spoiled. And now in some few days after it has dried fully, we still have some water over here just for curing. And I know in some few days after it dries, maybe 2 to 3, 4 days, we'll put on the tank, and also put some gutters on the pesa boards, because we have to put gutters so that we can harvest water. So I think we are just doing it bit by bit. Putting water, harvesting water will be so helpful, because when we'll be doing the plastering, we'll really need a lot of water. And also even doing the key lining, some people call it keying. Yeah, so if we prepare ourselves now, put on tank at the right time before it starts raining, such that when we start the hard jobs that really require a lot of water, we'll be in the perfect place. Yeah, so inside the house, it's don't know whether they did some work. Yeah, so inside the house is just clean, cool. Actually, it's very cool inside, very cool. I thought a house can only be cool when you place ceiling boards, but so cool. I think ceiling boards usually had some it lowers the temperature. So this is one of our gutters. So this one is the one entry point to the tank. This other side, the lower part, you connect with the ones on the pesamon. So I know in some few days, as I've said, we'll install them. So the rooms are just clean. Actually, we did a very remarkable job. I know the people that will do the floor will be having some ease. And one of you commented that we should put a sunken living room, which is our plan. We only want to raise it just some few inches. We just made it lower so that it can give us a lot of option on how to raise it up, but we're just raising it just a little bit, such that we can only put one staircase, which means the floor should be one course down. Yeah, so that we can have only one staircase, which I think is very perfect. Yeah, so in that, I know once we start doing these are what? Yes, these are what? Very clean. Yeah. So with that, I think it's one of the ways of preparing yourself. And I think even without doing the construction, water is very key in our home, because we have a lot of actually we have a few livestock which requires water daily, and one cow can drink up to an average of 15-12 liters a day, depending on what you're feeding him or her. So if you have like 10 cows, you really need a lot of water. So that's why in our place we really need water. Our younger calf is over here, just resting. Nowadays he's already used to us, because he's seeing a lot. He actually is he doesn't go away. You just place him in the compound like the rest of the calves, so he's already used to people. The first few days he was a little bit shy, so he has some water over here. And also the calves usually drink from this point. Yeah, so water must be available throughout the day so that they don't become thirsty. And because the pasture isn't around anymore, you have to give them water at least. So usually when you see a calf down like this one, it means you are really feeding them so well, because it's already full. She's already full, I mean. So when a cow sits down like this and starts chewing like that, it means she's full. Yeah, so this one is just resting. She has her sister over here, and the rest of the sisters are up there. Yeah, so me personally, I usually become very happy. Not like you see, this one is very used to us. I think even the rest. So usually when this, I would like for all of them to sit like this one. All of them. This one is sniffing me. Yeah, so I think with that I'm gonna end my video. It's been a very long day for us, and eventually the day is coming to an end, and we're just grateful for life. And yeah, I hope it gets better. I hope it rains in the next coming days, because I really, not even me, most people, actually people in the country, I'd say like all of them. Yeah, though in some parts I think it's raining, but anyway, I love to end my video. It's so sunny. It's, if I say, maybe it's 5 in the evening, and I think I'm gonna end my video. I'll just tell you to take care of yourself wherever you are. And if you are my returning viewer, I'm so thankful. You guys are so amazing. Yeah, you're the reason why I keep posting videos. And also take care of yourself, and let's meet in my next video. Bye bye.